After all of that, what centers are operational at UCF? What makes a center? Well, a center, how are rates determined, and what kind of costs are typically approved?
Great question to tee up our next section, Mark, and now we're really getting into the nuts and bolts of how these things operate. So let's start with what makes a center, well, a center in the UCF Service Center sense. To be operational as a research service center at UCF, a unit must provide specific, measurable services that support research. It must also have an approved budget and rate structure reviewed annually. It bills users through Workday and operates with consistent pricing, regardless of funding source. And, most importantly, receive formal approval through the Office of Research. It's not just, we have a fancy microscope and a sign. It's an infrastructure that includes policies, rate logic, invoicing practices, and compliance oversight.
Okay, so we've got a center approved, but how are those rates determined?
Ah, yes, rate determination, the magic math behind service centers. Here's what happens. The center estimates usage, how many hours or service units will be used in a year. Then they calculate allowable costs, only direct costs associated with delivering the service. This includes things like salaries and fringe for people running the service, maintenance contracts for equipment, lab supplies, software license fees, and calibration or external testing needed to keep things running smoothly. These costs are divided by the projected usage to get a unit rate, how much to charge per hour, per scan, per data set, etc.
And this is important. You can't include things that are already recovered through F&A, like departmental admin salaries or building depreciation. That's considered double dipping, and it's a huge compliance issue.
Exactly. And the rates must be reviewed annually to account for over or under recovery. If you overcharge and build a surplus, the rates get reduced. If you under recover, you can revise. Cautionary, within reason. But you can't use rate changes as a slush fund to save for your next shiny gadget.
Also, the rates must be applied consistently. You can't charge Lab A one price and Lab B another just because they're funded by different agencies.
And that's why Service Center rate development is a team sport. The unit, the budget office, and the Office of Research all have to be in sync.